Speaker Johnson, the American agenda has had a way of having some backlash on some American companies, and we're kind of seeing that play out with Nvidia this morning. We just gave a comment from Nvidia's CEO where there's an article out today in the Financial Times that says Chinese authorities have told Chinese companies that they are no longer to use any chips or buy any chips from Nvidia. They're to cancel the orders that they have. Probably because of the trade talks that are taking place right now and these issues of national security that are playing out between the two countries. Jensen Huang just saying that, we can only be in service of a market if a country wants us to be, pointing out that he's disappointed, but that there are larger items to work out on the agenda between the Chinese and the United States. What do you say to American companies that do business in China, do business internationally, and end up getting hurt on the bottom line as a result of what we're doing right now?
Well, it's not provocations from the United States that have started that. I mean, if China wants to, begin a trade war or, make these relations more complicated, it's their prerogative to do so. But we have to face China very seriously, and we do. The administration and the Congress understand that China has been working for a long time now to become a peer-to-peer adversary with the United States, and we're in a race with them, frankly, in so many areas, in AI and the advancement of new technology. And China is not a fair trading partner. I mean, they're a communist regime. They steal our intellectual property. They have no regard whatsoever for U.S. trademark law or any of the other provisions that make for fair trade agreements. So it is not the fault of the United States that there are these strained relations. It is the fault of China. And look, there are lots of complicated negotiations going on. We're concerned about their activities in the Indo-Pacific. We're concerned about the free countries in that part of the world and around the world. And our allies around the world share that same concern. So we're in a race with them. It's a very, I think, counterproductive development for what they've announced about Nvidia, and we've got to work through that.
Can we touch on TikTok? I realize no one knows all of the details on this yet. I don't know if you've been briefed, but obviously Congress passed the bill that was then signed into a law by President Biden saying that TikTok either had to be divested or will be shut down in the United States. Do you know what will work in terms of how the logistics work? Will we know what's in the algorithm, even if we're licensing it from them? Will American engineers be able to see the algorithm and see what's getting fed to U.S. users?
I don't know those details, but I can tell you that there is great concern in Congress. That's why we voted for the divestment requirement, because it's a dangerous platform. It has been misused and abused. It has been used, frankly, against American youth in particular, flooding their feeds with this really dangerous material. I mean, they were promoting suicide to young teen girls at one point. I mean, it's a dangerous thing. And I think leaders in Congress have expressed our desire and our insistence that be ceased. And so I hope that the terms of this new arrangement accomplish that desired goal. But as you said, I haven't seen the details of it yet, so we're waiting to see.